Who is he? He is me. Hi, I'm Rafi Redzwan. This is he. Here is my chance to share some amazing stories with some amazing people that are inspiring to me. He celebrates everyday people of everyday life. He revolves around conversations that inspire others to change the world and make a difference in life, with a little bit of laughter and a whole lot of drama. Join me for personal stories and experiences on health and healing, successes and failures, recovery and discovery, anything relatable, and anything in between. He elevates us to rise again and live our very best life. Just so you know, you are not alone. He is with you. How do we get this right? You know,
That's right.
I pun macam nervous bercakap. Okay, okay.
Okay,
Let
okay.
me just start
Let's
all over again. Hey,
boleh,
Justin.
boleh.
I'll repeat so we
Mm.
kind of go back to it. Kalau I perlu, I take from the first conversation balik. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Justin. 3, 2, 1.
Mm.
Satu lagi.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Aduh.
Okay. I
Is
would
that part
say
of the
Justin George apprehends the context of validation and toxic positivity consciously. In this episode, he explores an understanding of the impact and the harm it does to someone's life. Through his experience, validation helps with emotional support and serves as a journey of growth and a sense of self-awareness in building an identity. However, the history of the past related to working with the new challenges as responsibilities evolved, ineffective and excessive overgeneralization of positivity may appear toxic and often misunderstood. He suggests practicing learning to recognize and validate another person's thoughts, feelings, sensations, and behaviors, dismiss toxicity, resulting in denial, minimization, and invalidation of the genuine human emotional experience. This is his story. Hi, Justin.
Hey, Rafi.
Welcome back to the
Yes.
show.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome
It's
back
been
in
it's been a
season
while. It's
two.
been a while.
Yes, yes, yes. And then I know
Mm.
you and I started, my one of my first few episodes in season one, and I'm
Mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm,
happy to have you back over the show. And this
mm-hmm,
time,
mm,
we'll talk about validation and toxic positivity.
mm-hmm,
So today's conversation, yeah, we will talk about the importance of validation in life, what it means and how it can affect someone's life positively. And
mm-hmm,
also, hopefully, we can explain how to determine when someone experiences toxic positivity and understand the meaning of toxic positivity to explore the right way of staying positive, to dive into the harm of toxic positivity and why
mm.
it's doing more damage than good. What is validation? Do we need it?
I only like kind of heard about it later
Yeah,
on in life.
yeah.
Um, probably because when we're young, we don't really bother much about stuff like this, right? And then we go through, our life. There's changes. We got commitments now. We have bigger responsibilities.
Hmm.
So yes, we do need validation.
Yeah,
But also bear in mind there are people who also don't need validation as well.
yeah.
But for me, I think it's kind of it's human nature lah to
Mhm.
feel such way. There's no right or
Yeah,
wrong.
it's good to feel validated, I think,
Yeah, definitely.
because feeling validated is to almost like being supported by someone or by
Yeah.
something. Now that I'm a father,
Mm,
yeah, I have a son who comes to me and he looks up to me,
mm,
wanting to say something. Hey, daddy, daddy, is this okay? Am I doing it right? And I
mm,
could be this person who'd be like, "What are you doing?" You know,
mm.
or whatever. And also,
Kind of shut them off,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
this the second scenario is I can be like,
Mm,
"Oh, yeah, I understand what you're going through.
mm,
Let's find a way to make it work together," or something more kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, I think to have the balance between teaching someone and validate
Mm.
someone is, of course, two different things. But if
True.
you over validate,
Mm.
it can affect someone differently because
Yeah.
sometimes I think validation can also mean something else
Mm.
when you right the wrong through
Mm.
validation. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are the examples of validation in your experience? Is it important?
Yeah. So throughout my experiences, right? Yes. Okay. I mean, to answer the question whether it's important, I think I would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it might not be an issue for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are
Yeah.
people who is they, for them validation is important
Mm-hmm.
because it builds their identity, it helps them grow,
Yeah.
it helps
Yeah.
them, it helps them with their emotions, but then you may encounter or have people who think that, oh no, I don't need validation, which is, there's no right or wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's, we need to accept that there are people who needs some kind of
Mm-hmm.
emotional support, and probably some people they don't need it that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
need it. I'm that
yeah,
person
yeah, yeah,
who
yeah,
loves
yeah,
validation,
yeah. I
especially from someone who I look up to.
true.
Are you the kind of person who likes to be validated?
Before this,
Mm-hmm.
or back in the, maybe I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, it wasn't so important to me. Validation, like I don't really um, need need to know lah. I'll be just carrying on my day. Everything is, as long I'm happy, I just I just go on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when, as we grow in life and as we face new challenges and bigger responsibilities, I think we want to get this validation to
Mm-hmm.
kind of we want to feel the importance also, and we want to know whether we are in the right path or not.
So we're gonna get a bit personal here. What happened to you that changed you in this journey to find the meaning of validation to you that is now important compared to yourself 4 years ago?
I I think for me would be changes in the working environment. No,
Mm-hmm.
that was one big factor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Handling new challenges,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, so sometimes, as human beings, when we are faced with new challenges,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we can handle, it's then we just handle it lah. And but sometimes when it's maybe out of your comfort zone, maybe, and
Yeah.
and if it's a bigger responsibility, then it can affect a person. So it did affect me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking like, okay, whether what I'm, you start to question yourself actually. you know
Yeah.
you start to
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
yourself, uh, whether what you are doing, is it correct. It's like some kind of self-acceptance as well lah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, you want to know what you're doing, is it right or not, and
Mm-hmm.
what is it in the long term, what's going to happen,
Yeah.
so then, yeah, then you start taking maybe life a bit more seriously,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's also a journey of understanding yourself better. Knowing
Yes,
all these
definitely.
facts also help you to not just grow, but to also understand what is actually going on.
True. I
Yeah,
feel it's like it helped me. It's kind of building an identity, building
yeah,
your
yeah,
identity as well.
yeah,
You know.
and yeah, yeah, yeah. And I spoke a lot about identity. I'm a person who struggled with identity.
Mm.
Identity in all aspect, nationality, something I can't mention here, and
Yep.
something else as well. But at
Yep.
the same time, I have hosted, numerous guests throughout the seasons.
Yes.
Um, a lot of them spoke about validation. to a
Mm-hmm.
point where they reach to a level of self-awareness that they don't need validation anymore. So I kind of
True.
agree with
Yes.
you that some people, yeah, may not
Yeah.
feel that validation is something important to them. Again,
Yes.
everyone works differently. Um,
Yep.
and going back to that, why I wanted to have this conversation is that I think validation is important to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
It is.
I no longer feel that I need to be validated
Yes.
as
Yes.
much as I used to.
Correct.
But moving
Correct.
forward, even at this age, because
Yeah.
I grew up with a father and a mother and family members,
Mm-hmm.
a few family
Mm-hmm.
members of mine who are quite supportive in the things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
So having to leave that, culture behind and meeting new people where they no longer validate you as how you used to
Used to.
grow up with, yeah,
Mm. Mm.
feels like a threat to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning to say that I no longer get validation from other people like I used to. So
Okay.
going back to the thing you said, which was
Mm.
you start questioning yourself. Am
Mm.
I doing it right?
Yeah.
And for me as a person,
Yep.
to be able to carry on with myself,
Mm-hmm.
get better and improve as I go is to be validated, is to
Yeah. Yeah.
have someone to tell me that, hey, I acknowledge what you're going through. I understand your feeling and stuff like that,
Mm.
is to
I,
carry
I
on
think it,
whatsoever. Yeah.
if I can add on, like, I think maybe most, I mean, maybe we humans, right? Maybe there is a point, time and point in life that we actually need validation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it will come, right? It come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also understand where some people come from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Maybe the upbringing and the background isn't the
Yes.
same as some
True.
people. Yeah.
True.
This is when the conflict comes, that
True.
you don't understand each other. So validation, I think, relationship,
Mm.
friendship, at
Yep.
work with coworkers, people that you deal with,
Mm-hmm.
people around you,
Yep.
in your neighborhood or in your community, even in the whole country and the world. The
Yep.
fact that validation can mean so many things to a lot
So
of
many things.
people. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But to just narrow that down,
Yep.
how can we harness the impact of validation? How do you give validation, really? Like, I know there's no right or wrong, there's no manual in giving one's validation, but at least how can we help harness to be more kind towards telling people that, to validate certain things, to confirm some of the things that we do are okay or not even not okay.
I think there is so little teachings about this, or learnings.
Mm,
It's
yeah,
most of the time I feel like it's going to be like self taught lah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So for me, once I actually understood what it is,
Mhm,
and how to actually talk to a person, or how do we give validation, if someone comes to us, and if they are feeling what maybe we used to feel back then, right?
mhm, mhm,
I think that, again, there's no right or wrong, but
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
one of the ways that I give validation is, if someone is not feeling not feeling well, they need some help, or they're disturbed about something, right?
Mhm,
I would usually, it's best to be a listener with
mhm.
people like this. It's best to listen.
Just listen.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, just listen. And because you want, when you're listening, you want to try to understand what they are going through,
Mm,
because we need to also we need to know that people like this who actually approach us and share their issue with us, it means they trust us. Kan?
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
They're not just gonna go to anyone. So we need to remember that, okay, look, this person is coming to us to share how they feel. We need to
Hmm.
respect that. That means, this person
Yes,
trusts
yes, yeah,
us. And
yeah,
so the best is to listen to them, okay? And tr- if you can't understand, maybe if you can't understand, maybe ask more questions, like,
yeah, yeah.
how is this bothering you?
Yes, yes. Well
Yeah,
said. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
how
Wow.
yeah. So
It's
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
because we don't that's why, okay, just to sidetrack a bit lah,
Hmm.
like, we've got family members. I've got family members who sometimes, we want to talk about how we feel, right? Like, it could be a not so nice kind of story. It could be, your struggles, but then, they go in,
Hmm.
they don't want to hear the bad side of things. They just want to,
Yeah.
they want to celebrate all the happy things. But what I feel is, people sometimes don't understand that life is ups and downs. It's not going to be just up all the way every time. It's
Linear.
not going to be,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows every day. No, you're going
Yeah.
to have the rain, you're going to have the floods. You will only learn this once you actually go through it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe someone who is close to you went through it, and then you will understand how to
Yeah.
validate a person
Yes,
properly lah.
yes. Yeah, yeah. That's why validation is important. I mean, in anything that you do in life, like
Yeah.
validate someone and telling them, wow, you're good in bed. And they just get better.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
example,
yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
someone,
yeah.
you're good at doing this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just to validate that this person is doing well. They just get better and better if they,
Yeah, yeah.
but at the same time, you don't want to lie to someone too.
Correct.
But
Correct.
this is when it comes to toxic positivity. Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Correct,
let me
correct.
put this scenario here again.
Mm.
Now, I am a person who loves, just to be validated, for example.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Mm.
when someone comes to me and tell them story,
Mm.
um, like you said, you should be able to listen and
Mm.
ask questions and tell them that
Mm-hmm.
you understand their feelings because
Mm-hmm.
recognizing what they're going through without being
Yeah.
judgmental. But
Of course.
sometimes, yeah, people
Mm-hmm.
like me who are having a conversation with someone you're close with, like my mother or my siblings or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or whoever, um, I like to give my opinion.
Mm. Okay.
Right. Yeah. When you
It's
are
not. It's not.
expressing your opinion, you
Yes.
think it's positive, but it's actually toxic. Toxic
Can.
means
Can.
like, hey, I think my
Mm.
boss is like he hates me lah because
Mm.
I do this. Instead of saying, really? Oh, what
Mm.
happened? Oh, I understand.
Mm.
Okay. Wow. Instead of saying
Mm.
things like that, you're like, you should
Mm-hmm.
do this. You should do that. Be
Yeah.
positive.
It kind.
Don't
It
care
when
about what he's doing to you. Don't care. Leave it alone. Okay.
when someone does that to you, right? It kind of just
Huh.
rejects all your emotions. it just
Yeah, reject
it
your
just it just
emotion.
puts a full stop.
Huh, and then you
Yeah.
go like, hey, just live as is or get on with it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Life is better than that.
Yeah.
He's so I'm that person sometimes telling my
Uh-huh.
sisters or anyone who's
Mm-hmm.
trying to express their emotions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I love to express my opinion and be like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
get over it. It's okay. You're better than that or whatever and stuff like that. So that's why
Mm.
toxic positivity come in this conversation after validation. So what is
Mm.
toxic positivity?
To my experience, okay, toxic
Yeah.
positivity that
Yeah.
I receive, and it's
Uh-huh.
like, for example, if you when you go to your family member or your partner lah, okay, or
Mm-mm.
you trust them, and
Mm-mm.
you wanna share with them, look, I'm having a problem with my job, for example, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm having a problem with my boss, I'm so stressed out, blah blah, and then the next thing they just tell you is, hey, bro, just stay positive lah, just
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
positive. He's doing it for your own good. It is when the person does that,
Yes.
like, okay,
Yeah.
in a way, I'm not saying that it's entirely wrong. Okay, it could be it could be something that is positive, tapi
Mm-hmm.
at that moment, at that time, when you are feeling, you're not feeling, you're feeling maybe so angered, or you're stressed up, and when someone just tells you that, it kind of sends a message, like it
Mm-hmm.
just shuts you down and just, hey, look, just keep quiet, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
gives
Yeah.
you that. So even like I used to talk to my family member and say, no, I'm no my for example, my boss is being an ass, he's
Mm-hmm.
making me do this, and I say, hey, don't complain so much.
Mm-hmm.
Just be grateful with what you have.
Yes. Yes. Oh my
So
God.
when they
I get that
when
a
they
lot.
so when
Mm-hmm.
they tell you these kind of things, for me, very simple. It just sends me a message that, okay, this person just doesn't want to hear. They just want to be around and celebrate your happy moments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we cannot just, of course, sometimes these are also family members, kan, we cannot just cut them off. It doesn't, it's not right lah. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so the thing to do when I mean, to people who is listening, if you're faced with such issues,
Mm-hmm.
I think, not don't beat yourself too hard, don't shut down yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but still don't give up and try to find that person or that friend who can
Yeah.
actually hear you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Yeah.
because because there is people, I mean, look at me and you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who is willing to listen and try to,
Yeah.
advise you, like, okay, if you're having a bad day, hey, don't worry, man, okay, I tell you what, let's do this, or let's do that, let's take
Mm-hmm.
your mind off,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we sometimes, I think, don't realize that we're being toxic.
Yeah, 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 of course.
Can, like when you talk to
Yes,
me, can
agree.
Justin, I
Yep.
think we constantly have a conversation over the phone,
Yep.
whether by the phone or by text.
Yep.
Although I think you're sometimes wanted to share some stories with me and
Yep.
tell me what's going on and stuff like that. Sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
don't realize that I am telling you like it's okay, Justin. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, Lives like that. Actually,
Yep.
looking back at that, I feel like wow, I should have just listened. You're not here asking my opinion. Have you done that to people? Like when someone is telling
Mm.
you something, and then you be like, tak ada apa-apa lah. I mean, this person obviously not asking your opinion, but you just
Yeah.
probably want have an ear to listen to,
To listen.
eh, to talk to, or
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
whatever. Have you done that without realizing it?
Yeah, I think definitely ada. That yeah, definitely. I mean, because
It's,
that's why sometimes we might not realize and we
you
might
don't
not
we don't
realize.
realize it,
Mm.
especially from the people that we're close with.
True.
It's either we doing it to them or we are the victim.
Yeah, yeah.
Kan? Sometimes I'm trying to
Correct,
be this
correct.
person who is very, very kind and everything. And then when I have this conversation,
Mm.
suddenly I realize, why my sister is, telling me like, you're so, why you. And I'm like, oh my God, am I that toxic? She's like, yeah, oh my God, it's negative vibes. And I'm like, okay, fine. And I reflect and I feel like, oh wow. I mean,
Mm,
I'm
mm,
talking
mm.
about this. I'm literally like, you know, um, encourage people to not be toxic. But
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
am a
yeah.
person can
Yeah.
be somewhat toxic
But but
sometimes.
but I think I mean, to be fair, sometimes can, it's not that okay, to be really fair, we're not doing it intentionally as well.
Mm-mm.
We need to accept that sometimes we ourselves, we could be
Mm.
going through something as well, and the same likewise, the person who is being that toxic positive to us could be
Mm-mm.
also going through something at their end,
Yeah,
kan?
yeah. You
So
trigger, and
ah
then you
so
respond in a manner where it's toxic because it triggers you.
it triggers, but
Yeah,
I think if it happens more than once, then you kind of know also lah, that
yeah
okay,
lah. You kind
best
of,
best not to not to turn to
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah, 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 yeah. But what
Mm.
is your experience dealing with toxic positivity?
So for me, it's like, for example, when I was going through difficult time with my job, like I want to
Mm-hmm.
quit, because I was like,
Mm-mm.
I can't deal with my boss, for example, and so that when you come back and you talk to your, for example, family members lah, when you tell
Mm-hmm.
them that you're feeling this way, and they will just try to cut you off by, hey, just be grateful with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm not saying that what they did is right or wrong,
Yeah, I
but
understand.
the way the message was sent to us,
Mm.
macam, hey, Justin, just keep quiet. It's like that.
Condescending. It's condescending. It's irritating. It's patronizing. It's
Correct.
all that.
It's also sometimes shaming, if I don't know
Yeah,
if you can
yeah.
experience this. uh,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it there was sometimes it feels it, throughout my experience, can,
Mm-hmm.
when you feel this way and receiving this toxic positivity, it feels like it's kind of like a shaming towards me, like, hey, am I this bad, am I this useless,
Mm-mm. Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
yeah,
what you mean.
and
Yeah,
I've gone through that as well. Be it with friends or family,
yeah.
it starts making me, like, question myself a lot,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah, that those kind of things, it can affect, uh, certain. I mean, toxic positivity can affect everyone differently.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is levels of toxic positivity too. I mean, we cannot look at everything as toxic. You see, I think
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
someone is giving an honest or someone who's trying to, regardless, because there's someone who loves you also, like they also
Mm,
have something to say and they
mm.
are entitled to their opinion. But
Yeah,
at the same
yeah,
time, when
yeah.
it gets to a level where it is unhealthy,
Mm,
it can really, affect your mental health in a way that it affects your daily life. I think that's when it should stop. Someone should
correct.
set barriers and to distance themselves in those sort of surroundings before it becomes,
Yeah,
worse. So,
yeah, and what can take place after that is,
mhm.
if if when you're feeling this, it's like you feel shameful, right?
Mm,
What can happen after that is, it kind of avoid authentic human emotion,
yeah.
it
Yes.
you start to be fake, you start to, keep it all inside, but then,
Yeah.
yeah, as we know, keeping things inside is also not good, because
Good.
someday it's going to explode.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I have experienced that a lot in trying to absorb everything,
Mm.
literally faking everything and be like,
Yeah.
it's okay when it reaches to a certain level where I feel like this is enough. I'm just going to,
Yeah.
yell at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Stop,
yeah, yeah.
you know? And of course,
Stop.
in my experience,
Yeah.
like bila nak kerja, when are you going to start working again and
Mm.
stuff like that when my situation is not feasible, you know,
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or stuff like that. Of course, it's ideally in our culture for men to go to work,
Mm. Mm.
but
Mm.
at the same time, I feel that in my situation, it has changed. The dynamics have changed, and I mean, I have come to a point where I'm accepting that, and I think people around me and some of the people that I know are, are accepting of that too. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, there is these bits of pieces of people that are just probably trying to create a conversation with you, but there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
other million things they can talk about, but they want to pick a point on that. And I'm like, why is it so wrong
Mm-hmm.
for someone, you
Mm-hmm.
know, or
Yeah.
to be something and then I cannot be this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If it works for me and my family, then it works for
Yep.
me and my family,
Correct. Correct.
right?
we
That I
can't
think,
we
yeah,
we can't just, listen to, what others think is good for us,
yeah. So
yeah.
to that extent, I feel that it's affecting me so much at a
Mm-hmm.
time where I feel like this is too much. This is
Mm.
more like a personal attack rather than an honest opinion about something. It's it's
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's done intentionally just to hurt my feeling
Mm.
rather
Mm-hmm.
than giving an opinion about
Opinion.
something, suggestions or stuff like that.
Yeah.
um I totally, resent that, and I wish that would never happen again. But toxic comes to a point where it is almost like a weapon to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think my parents can be quite straightforward,
Mm-hmm.
and they are rarely toxic. Meaning
Mm-hmm.
to say, my parents can probably say, "Hey, you probably might need to start working and be like,
Mm-hmm.
start keep looking, and I know there will
Yep.
be something in the future."
Mm-hmm.
Rather than, when you're gonna start working, huh? How long are you gonna be like this?
Yeah, those are the
Those
kind
are
of toxic thing.
damaging. You're just
Yeah.
damaging. That is
Yeah, yeah,
killing
yeah.
you. That's not pushing you ahead to move,
True,
forward in
true,
life.
true,
Yeah.
true. Some people, even I mean, I have family members who are like that as well. Sometimes certain people they think that's the only way to move forward.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
asking when you're gonna get married, how many kids are you gonna have, like go do it now or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm content with what I have, and I feel like I need more, I would do it.
Yep,
I would
yep, yep,
plan,
yep.
for example. Yeah. And asking when are you gonna get married for single people and be like,
Mm.
you think asking someone when you're gonna get married, it's it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You need to get to know someone and to trust
Yeah,
something and whatever.
correct.
And telling them to just like just pick someone on the street and get married.
I used to make jokes when people to tell me stuff like this. I would just say,
Yeah,
buat baby hari ni besok boleh keluar ke?
yeah. Like, but you don't know what
So
people what you don't know what
yeah,
people are going through, things
correct,
that
correct.
they experience, like not having an stable emotional
Yeah, yeah,
with their self confidence, anything. I don't want
yes,
to
definitely.
mention here, but I think we need to respect that, to
Yeah, yeah,
respect that this person may experience some challenges in life in the way that
yeah,
I do. So when I was single, I don't like when people ask me, when you get married,
yeah.
do you have girlfriend? You don't?
Mm,
Are you gay?
mm, mm.
If first, you when you're gonna get married, and
Yeah.
then I don't know, do you have
It,
a girlfriend? I say no. I say no, are you gay?
uh,
What do you
uh,
want me to answer? Yes or no?
it
If
gets
I
it
answer
gets more
yes,
toxic.
okay. If I say yes, it's sinful, dosa lah you, masuk api neraka you ni. If I say no, then
uh,
you don't like girls. What
uh,
do you? You get what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah,
why are you nailing down to that very detail? Are you
yeah,
really concerned about my well-being, or are you
yeah.
just being
Kepo.
toxic? Yeah. Are you trying to kill me or what?
But I think one thing we need to remember. So I mean, also to the listeners as well.
Hmm.
There will always be toxic positivity kind of people, lah. And
Yeah.
I there will be a lot of them. I mean, we need to understand and respect that we cannot control this because
No.
it is a human behavior lah. Humans are like that lah,
Yeah, we
some
cannot
of us.
control that, but we
Correct.
you have to control it.
Yes, we have to
You
control.
with that mouthy, mouth.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Don't ask. Don't ask
don't
me.
ask.
Don't ask. Hey, you need to go. You need to go. You
Mm,
go. Whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Don't. I
But
just don't.
true,
Why
true,
would you
true.
do that? Why you want to
But
kill me like that?
but if I may share, kan Rafi, I mean like maybe I just if I can share how do I cope with such things, kan?
Yeah. How do you
I
cope?
think, yeah, I think there are a few ways. Okay,
Mhm.
um, one of it is to be realistic about what I feel lah, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So if I'm feeling stressed and if I'm feeling worried, I would actually show to the other person that, hey, look, I am feeling stressed, I am worried. Not, I'm not going to shy away from it. That's one lah, and
yeah.
and then challenging the person that who is being
Mm-hmm.
toxically positive.
Mm-hmm.
I would just sometimes I mean, I think it's okay to confront them, like, hey,
Yeah.
why are you asking such, huh? Like, you know, in your case that you, like you just mentioned, can, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think, I mean, you're not getting angry, you're not getting
No,
you know,
I'm
you're
getting
not gonna,
annoyed.
you're not, yeah, but we have to keep it inside, and we have to, like,
Yeah,
we cannot
yeah.
show them that we are annoyed, so we can just challenge them in a very straight, proper way, like, eh, why are you asking me, you have someone for me ka? Or are you really, you gonna help
Yeah lah,
me
faham.
once
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
then maybe not talk to them after that lah.
Yeah lah, I know. But the thing is, kan, Justin, it's
Yeah.
it's it's usually the people that we're close with.
Yes,
Kan?
it
It's
happens, it
rarely
happens.
random people unless you're a celebrity. I'm
True.
not a celebrity, so I don't get this kind of
Yet.
comments online. But then kan, I was like, eh, ni, put into account if I were a celebrity, I may get that sort of threat, you know? Someone who can comment about you, like about your body, the color of your skin, why you're looking older, what stuff like that. It's I think it's not toxic positive, it's being toxic. But what I meant to say here is that w- people don't realize that the people that are closest to us are actually doing it to us. People that know us. That is a
Yeah.
sad thing because you're supposed to be there to support, not to kill them.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
True.
random people to me doesn't matter lah. People that you don't know who who opinions are based on what they see on social media, from hearsays, from gossips, from
Yeah,
anywhere they hear about you. But these people, they know you. The problem is,
yeah. True.
kan,
True.
they're
I
trying to tell
understand.
something about you and be like, oh, it's okay, your life is going to be okay, be grateful, at least you have a job and stuff like that. I am guilty of that too sometimes, yeah, but in a way that I don't think it to a level that it's ever deeply severe toxic until someone is affected by it.
Yep, yep.
Kan? But what is your
True.
message to those who are experience this kind of situation and need to be validated and to actually steer themselves to acknowledge and understand when someone is being toxic positive?
I think one of the keyword here, as we know, what we talked about earlier was,
Yeah,
realistic lah.
yeah,
We got to be realistic. Um, um, Realistic about how we feel, right?
yeah, yeah,
And also be realistic about people's attitude, whoever that's around us lah. Because, like I mentioned, we cannot control what people will say about us. Okay, we can't
yeah.
control. I mean, they have their mouth, they have their eyes. That is their right, and people will say things we can't control. But
Hmm.
how we can, what we can do is, number one, first, to accept. You need to accept that there are such human beings out there who is gonna,
Hmm.
who some will say nice things about you and some will not say nice things about you. This is, for me, this was quite difficult so to accept in the beginning,
Hmm.
right? But if you can accept this, then you're one step, you're one step improving already. You're getting better. To accept that people are like this, so you look at it this way: when you know certain people is toxic, so you, best is you don't go to them and talk to them about certain things.
Yeah.
Can you
Like I
just keep
said,
it? Yeah,
yeah, keep your boundaries,
keep your boundaries,
keep your
betul.
boundaries, setting a limit,
Yes,
um,
yes.
distant yourself
Distance
from
yourself. Correct,
these
correct.
people, and I think that would help someone's mental health,
Yes,
positively.
Definitely,
because it's also
definitely.
important, to be validated. It's also
Yep.
important to be positive at a certain
Mm.
extent,
Yep.
but to actually understand when someone is being toxic positive
Mm.
and then someone who refuse to validate you,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would help you a lot, not in just growth, but also to put yourself, in a situation where you can cope with that
Yep.
rather than it's affecting you
Yep. Yep. Yep.
in a
True. True.
negative way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
and
True.
I'm glad that we have this conversation because most of us,
Mm-hmm.
most of us tend to ignore this.
Mm-hmm.
And when you ignore something as important as this,
Mm-hmm.
it will build up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And one
Definitely.
day you're going to explode.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you
And
don't. And you.
when,
And you
yeah.
don't want
And
that to happen. You know.
exactly when you explode, you say things you mean it, but
Yep.
you don't actually mean it.
True. True.
And then you
Yeah.
have unnecessary fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happened to a lot of people because I think they're trying, including myself, they're trying to, you know, almost like faking it too, but they're trying to
Yeah.
pretend that everything is okay when it's not.
I can relate to that lah. No, I can relate to that. Just to share a bit about my story. There previously when I quit my job. There was a moment in my life where I quit my job without getting another job. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
so the reason why I did that was to actually improve on my mental health lah, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you
to
cannot take it
improve.
anymore.
Correct.
You just have to
So
leave. When you just have to leave, you have to leave.
correct. So most people, they will think that, hey, why are you doing? No, this the toxic statements comes in, right, and
Hmm.
they just say, oh, um, failure, it's okay. No, sorry, they don't say it's okay. They say it's not okay. You should have gotten a job before you quit.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah.
you
Who's
why
gonna
you
pay
why
your
you
bills and do that?
why are you just being a quitter? You know, but I always tell them the same thing, and I'm gonna share with you. So what I'll tell them is, I'm from I took a break. I quit my job before getting a new job is so that I can be standing here today where I am. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what if something bad's happened? What if something bad happened to me then, and there's no way of helping me to come up already? Then who is going to take care of me?
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
exactly.
Nobody,
Yeah,
Rafi. It's going to be
yeah,
you and you alone.
exactly.
So when you're facing, so to everyone that's going through stuff like this, sometimes if you're going through a bad, something very bad, it's okay to run away, go and hide in your cave, and come back stronger.
Hmm. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it worked for me. So I'm sure that it will also work for
Hmm.
some people out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Going back to that, I think it's being positive is one thing, being
Mm-hmm.
realistic is also one thing.
Yes.
I think to a point where you realize this is not working for you anymore
Yep.
and then it's affecting you
Correct.
negatively, yeah,
Correct.
you have
Correct.
to take those actions when a lot of people have always something to say, but they're not the
Yes.
ones who are
Correct.
going through what you're
They are
going
not.
through.
They are not going through.
Yeah,
And if you get sick,
exactly,
and if you get sick and
exactly.
you're in the hospital, you are
Yes.
lying down there. No, you have to go
Yeah.
through it, not them. No?
Yeah, and then as you define toxic positivity as the excessive and effective overgeneralization of being happy,
Mm.
optimistic across all situations, and the process of toxic positivity will result in denial
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
minimization and also
Yeah.
invalidation of the authentic human emotional experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And of course, we all know those signs of toxic positivity in our daily lives, like trying to dismiss all that negative thoughts, and then dismissing the feeling of being guilty about your
Yeah,
true emotion, and
yeah,
also keeping it could be worse type of attitude,
yep,
saying look at the bright side
yeah.
and
Good,
stuff like that.
or they'll just go
Yeah,
like good vibes only. Just stay
exactly.
positive.
In other words, it's gaslighting. You
Yeah.
know, it's I think when we talk about this, I think maybe not so much valued in our culture, because our culture, and probably elsewhere too, it's okay to gaslight. It's okay to be toxic positive to people until you are the person who experienced that. Yeah. And then you can get all the wrong message there, the kind of vibes that is you think is positive when it's actually
Yep.
not. Yeah.
Yep.
And then it's trauma for some people.
True.
it's
It
it's
can
it
be. It
was
can be.
yeah, and I think it
Yeah.
was traumatizing for me when I was um you know expressing my emotions on my mental health. I was told to go to like go to Tanjung Rambutan and stuff like that. I'm like, it's not funny. I mean,
Yeah. That's not funny.
it's not
Yeah.
funny at the time. It may be funny now as I get better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I was dealing with it, I'm like,
Yeah.
why are we having this conversation?
Yeah. That,
You
that's
know,
that's that's quite bad.
yeah, to a point where I have heard some people that I used to work with when I was a social worker, it is abusive to them. This is, I think, to the level where it's severe when we speak of abusive. So it can be abusive, and to a point where you don't realize it is abusive. So I think
True.
being healthy is not just you know your physical health and your mental health. I think it has to be holistic to the things we say, the things we
Yep.
hear, to the things we watch,
Yep.
to the things we engage in.
True.
And I'm so happy that we have this conversation, because I think, like you said, everyone is going through something.
Yeah.
Everyone define toxic positivity differently.
True.
Everyone interpret validation differently.
True.
Yeah. What are your hopes and dreams to make a difference in life in the aspect of validation and toxic positivity?
I think just be nice to one another lah. it's
Uh,
not it's not gonna cost you anything. It's not gonna
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
not just be nice to one another, and
Yeah.
always have in the back of your mind, everyone is going through something lah.
Hmm.
So if you're faced if you have to face someone
Yeah.
who is going through a difficult time,
Hmm.
the best is to be nice. That's all.
Yeah.
If you can't if you can't if you can't do 100% or everything for that person, the least you can do is just be nice lah. Be
Yeah.
nice. Be nice, and things that you can the type of response that you can give them is like, for example, hey, I'm listening. No matter what, I'm
Hmm.
listening. Stuff like that. That's one.
Yeah.
You can, if you are good at your emotions,
Hmm.
you can feel together with that person. For example, it can be as simple as these 5 words. Oh, that must be really hard. you know that 5 words means something as well. It shows that you are interested and you care about that person. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, something if uh, something bad happens, if you think you have the time for that person, you can say, how can I help? you know
Mhm.
Bad things happen, how can I help? So I mean, anyone can just go online and search for all this.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it's just be nice. to everyone. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
to the people that you meet lah. And
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's if you don't have anything nice to say,
yeah,
say
that's
nothing.
another.
Yeah,
That's
say
another.
nothing. But also, like, sometimes I believe in keeping the balance as well.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
some things are needed to be told.
Correct.
But you can always say in a manner where it is respectful.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct. Very true.
respectful and kind, and
Yes.
you can add a bit of gentle in it as well, and
Yeah.
depending who you are talking to, and
Yes.
it depends on how the dynamics of the relationship is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, to sound toxic, I can say fire and fire.
Yeah.
But I don't want that. You give me fire, I want to give you water.
Yeah.
I'll turn it down with water. If you give me
Correct. Correct.
ice, I want to turn it down a bit of warm. But I won't give ice and ice.
Fire and
Oh my
fire
god.
dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yo,
Yeah. So
dangerous.
yeah. So just be nice lah. Just be nice.
Just be
It's not
nice to
gonna.
each other. Be
It's not
kind.
gonna cost you $1 million or what. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Because
the words, correct. The words that you use, you do not. You know. I don't know whether you experience this also. Sometimes, right, the words that we hear, it can just change your mood or your life at that second as well.
yeah, yeah.
Like when I was going through a difficult time, I used to listen to some guy who is in US. I watch his YouTube videos, and he used to talk about, he used to talk about he's a real estate agent. He's actually
Oh
he's
yeah, I know.
he owns. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
he owns a company. He owns a company, right?
Yeah.
And the funny, sometimes when I sit back and think about back in the days, I'm listening to a guy who's like don't know how many thousand kilometers away, just watching that, maybe that short few seconds from his video made me feel so much better.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I believe that, yeah, sometimes the words that we use, you never know how you're going to change that person's life sometimes,
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
For me, it's some podcasts that I listen to that inspire me to actually feel better, to understand myself,
Yeah.
to help me find my soul, heal my soul, and just actually get better as I go. And I think I understand where you're coming from. I hope this conversation would entail listeners towards understanding themselves better, and knowing that we're not trying to be a teacher here. We're trying to share experience
I
that
think,
it's
yeah, it's just sharing.
legit enough to.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to relate to anyone, but also to also express how I feel about certain things sometimes. And I'm sure everyone must have felt something.
Yep.
In the same way that I did.
Yep.
And thank you, Justin, for sharing your stories with me, and to open up with me about your journey in validation and toxic positivity.
Thank you,
And I
Rafi.
think it's inspiring to me for someone to, also help me in this journey to understand each other better.
Thanks, man. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate this.
Happy holidays. Yeah. And I know the holidays are always the time when people get toxic.
Can happen.
Huh?
Can
And
happen.
sometimes, there's the time when we need the validation, we get toxic instead.
So,
All right.
so the best is just to laugh it off, lah.
Yeah. Happy holidays. Thank you,
Thank you,
Justin.
Rafi.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Thank you for listening to He. A new episode is available every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media at Rafi Rizwan and at He Podcast for all the updates and behind the scenes. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Rizwan.